Hello. This is a funky looking loading screen. This is a top replay once again from Starcraft 2, and I believe it's mTwDIMAGA versus dSeleCT. I can't see it, but I'm sure it is because that's the replay that I downloaded. I think it's from their national playoffs or something like that, tournament tie-in, break up something, shizzle, shizzle, shizzle. I don't really know, but let's just hope it's a good game because that's all that really matters. When it's ready to load. Hey, so this is the map Terminus. Not seen this map very often, but looking at it right now. So we've got dSeleCT playing as the red Terran at the top position, and on the left position, or if you want to get chronological on me, 9 o'clock position, then we got mTwDIMAGA, who's playing as the blue Zerg. So what is DIMAGA going to do? Is he going to go for a fast expansion? Is he going to get the spawning pool up? Is he going to get maybe a early Vespene Geyser for some sort of baneling support? I'm expecting him to go for a fast expansion, almost expand first. I don't know if people do that so much these days. There was a phase where people would just go in for expand first, but I think it got sort of a little bit nerfed when they helped Terrans and Protoss deal with it a bit better with their build times on certain units, etc, etc. I can't remember all the details. All I know is it used to go down quite a bit. It's not going to happen just yet because the minerals are not high enough for either player to expand just yet. The game has only just begun after all. So what is going to be produced? A refinery first from dSeleCT. Wow. Before the barracks. So does this mean Reapers? I assume it does. I assume it does. Is this map strong for Reapers? It looks like it's got potential, especially around here. Reapers could pop in to that Zerg base quite comfortably. They wouldn't have to go all the way around this area here. So these Reapers, should he get them, should work in his favour quite nicely. Obviously DIMAGA has spotted this. When you see a refinery that early in the Terran space, especially when it's up and running with three SCVs going back and forth from it before the barracks even halfway done, you know something's up. Meanwhile, he has gone for that fast expansion. People still do it. Good, that's nice to see. So he hasn't even got himself a spawning pool yet, DIMAGA. There we go. So he's gone expansion, extractor, spawning pool. So he's getting to get himself a lot of Zerglings with maybe a bit of baneling in there. But he ain't going to do it just yet because that expansion's going to go up first, probably. It's going to be a competition between the spawning pool and the expansion. Who goes up first? It's going to be close. Oh, it is an early factory. I was curious as to whether he would do that, but I assumed Reapers because I'm just so used to Terran doing that. But there is the potential to get at that factory that early. But the question is why? What's the payoff? You kind of have to attack with Hellions then, and you have to make that Hellion count, because otherwise you've just lost a bunch of minerals that you could have been getting otherwise and not get that refinery so early. So he's going to have to really make good use of these Hellions, which I'm sure he will do, because even I do that sometimes. I go early factory, but I don't actually go refinery first. I'll just get a factory pretty much as soon as I can. But this is like cutting off certain units and certain tech availability in order just to get that factory that bit sooner. It's a bit like when you fast build an Archmage or something like that from as a human in Warcraft 3, just so you can, I mean, you burn a whole ton of your resources early on, but if you get that Archmage out, you start blizzarding on the enemy units, and you might be able to get away with a lot of damage, or you might get completely utterly screwed over and basically you've wasted all those units and resources and etc that you could have had. So these Hellions are about to come out. Metabolic boost is almost done for Mr. DIMAGA, who is going to be able to fend off these Hellions. Should he get about 6 Zerglings, 4 to 6 Zerglings, and he has good control over them, just hold them off. I mean, I'm not saying he's going to kill the Hellions, I'm just saying he's going to sort of at least stop them from messing them about too much. And his Spinecrawler is going to do a brilliant job. I think he can pretty much get a guaranteed hit where it's sitting right there on those Hellions. So what are both players doing? Meanwhile, we've got Medivac coming out, so he's really taken up fast here, Mr. dSeleCT. He's loving his Vespene gas. Spinecrawler's moving out even further. He's still going to be able to hit all the possible areas that those Hellions can slip by. So it's going to give him even more defensive range against these pesky Hellions. I think it looks like either dSeleCT has already realised or just suspected that it's not worth going more than 2 Hellions, or he just deliberately was going to go 2 Hellions the whole time and just mess around with dMAGA, forcing dMAGA to get more Zerglings than he actually needs. Whereas he could have gone for drones. But these Hellions are going to come in at the main here, thanks to Mr. mTwDIMAGA. They might be able to get a lot of kills. Let's keep an eye on the units. We've got 27 drones at that point. Is he going to lose? It depends on the positioning that these Hellions get, and they did not get a nice position there. If I mean, they could have got a bit lucky. It is a bit pot luck there. I mean, those Zerglings should have still dealt with them, but sometimes, should the Zerglings fail a little bit with their surrounding, then yeah, you could take out a lot of them before you even start to get touched. But on the Zerg creep, those Hellions do not stand a chance, and the Queens are going to handle this mTwDIMAGA quite nicely. Another barracks going down for Mr. dSeleCT, and he's getting himself a stim pack, so that's nice. 2 more barracks, another command centre. It's going to turn into an orbital command any second now. There we go. Yes, yes, yes indeed. dMAGA, whilst he's been busy, stopped spreading the creep. I'm sure he's going to realise this any second now. Go on, dMAGA. Oh, there it is. Right as the Hellions come by. Oh, wow. That was a bit unfortunate, but you could see that one coming. So, he's got himself enough Queens to deal with pesky mTwDIMAGA. Zerglings will handle any minor threats, which, to be honest, is all dSeleCT has. If dSeleCT concentrates on getting this expansion, he might be able to get ahead of dMAGA, but dMAGA's obviously had this expansion for a while. He's even got a Spire coming up here. It's halfway done. So, yes, there could be some nasty damage going on here. This goes to show that these 2 players know the map, because dSeleCT doing this, going behind those destructible rocks and trying to find another way into the base that avoids that spine crawler and a conventional way of entering the enemy base. Oh no! Those Hellions are going to have to get picked up really quickly by the mTwDIMAGA. He managed to pick up at least 3, so that was good. It wasn't a total waste, but that could have gone quite nasty. He could have lost all of those Hellions there. The Zerglings were just waiting there. They were quick off the ball. These Hellions don't really stand a chance. Even if they get away with quite a lot of Zergling kills, I don't see what it's really going to do. And basically dMAGA's like saying he's had enough of this, he's not wasting any more time. He just got denied the entrance to dSeleCT's base, but these Zerglings are going to quickly try to nail down these supply depots. The SCVs are going to come off the mineral line to try and repair in time. There's only a couple of Marines up here and a mTwDIMAGA to basically fend this off. And this is a beautiful job done by Mr. dMAGA. I assume that he either used a drone to build a hatchery and then cancel it, I think, possibly, and get that Zerg creep, or it's more likely he had the Overlord just spam the creep out. But yeah, dMAGA pretty much comfortably held off any threats from dSeleCT, which allowed him to stay well ahead of him, because he got that super fast expansion. So dSeleCT needed a bit of luck there. He needed to get away with a bit more than he did, and then the game would have been a bit more even. But fair play to both players. dMAGA handled himself well and managed to carry that through all the way to the end of the game. Thank you very much for watching. This has been Willy. Please subscribe, like and comment.